Here's 5 beginner-friendly passive income streams for over 40s that are simple and actually works. So if you're over 40 and looking for a simple way to create extra income without becoming a tech expert or building some complicated online business, you're going to want to stick around, because I'm going to show you 5 options, starting at number 5 and working all the way down to what I believe is the most beginner-friendly option of them all. And I'm John. Well, sort of. The person you're seeing is actually my AI avatar. Apparently, even I can outsource myself now. This channel is all about helping everyday people create simple online income streams without all the complicated stuff. And if you want my free step-by-step 0 to 10K simple success roadmap, grab it from the link below. Now, there's one option on this list that lets you make money by recommending products that already exist. You don't have to create your own product. You don't have to deal with customer support, and you don't have to hold inventory. And that one is number 1. But let's start at number 5. Number 5 is print on demand. You've probably seen this before without even realizing it. The idea is pretty simple. You create a design for something like a t-shirt, mug, notebook, or poster. Someone buys it, the company prints it and ships it, and you receive a portion of the sale, so you don't need to buy boxes of t-shirts and turn your spare bedroom into a warehouse, which is probably good news if your spare bedroom is already full of stuff you haven't touched since 2009. Now, print on demand can work, but there is still some work involved. You need designs, you need product listings, and you need a way to get people to see your products. So while it can become a nice income stream, I wouldn't put it at the top of the list for a complete beginner, which brings us to number 4. Number 4 is digital products. This is another popular option because you can create something once and potentially sell it over and over again. Think checklists, templates, planners, guides, ebooks, or simple educational resources. And here's what I really like about digital products. You don't necessarily need to be some world-famous expert. You can create something around a problem you understand and help someone get from where they are now to where they want to be. But there is a catch. You still have to create the product. You have to make sure it's actually useful. You have to market it. And eventually customers may have questions. So let's move to something that can potentially take some of that work off your plate. Number 3 is content monetization. Think YouTube, blogs, podcasts, social media. Content can actually become an asset. You create something today, and unlike a conversation that disappears, that piece of content can potentially keep attracting people long after you publish it. You can then monetize that attention through advertising, sponsorships, products, or affiliate offers, and you don't necessarily need expensive equipment either. You can start simple, but there is one big requirement. You need to consistently create content and build an audience, and that takes time, which brings us to number 2. Number 2 is memberships and communities. Now we're getting into something that can create recurring revenue. You could build a community around something, or something you're passionate about. Members might pay every month for access to training, resources, support, accountability, or simply a community of like-minded people. And the great thing about this model is the recurring revenue. Instead of making one sale and starting from zero again, you can potentially have people paying you month after month. But there's a catch here too. People are paying you because they expect ongoing value. So this isn't completely hands-off. You need to keep the community useful. You need to provide support, and you need to keep people engaged. And that's exactly why I wouldn't recommend this as the easiest place for most beginners to start. Which brings us to number 1. And honestly, this is where I would start if I wanted something simple. Number 1 is affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is incredibly simple at its core. You recommend someone else's product or service. If someone purchases through your unique affiliate link, you can earn a commission. That's it. You don't have to create the product. You don't have to manufacture anything. You don't have to store inventory. And in many cases, you don't have to deal with customer support. You're simply connecting someone who has a problem with a product or service that can help solve it. And that's why I think affiliate marketing is especially interesting for people over 40, because you've already spent decades learning things. You've bought products, you've used services, you've solved problems, you've made mistakes, you've figured things out, and there are people out there looking for exactly that information. You don't necessarily have to invent something completely new. You can simply recommend useful things that you genuinely believe can help. And this is where I want to bust 3 big myths. Myth number 1, you need a massive audience to get started. You don't. You can start small. You can create content around a specific problem and get your recommendation in front of the people who are actually looking for that solution. You don't need millions of followers. You need the right people. Myth number 2, you need to be good with technology. You don't. Now, obviously, you'll need to learn a few basic things, but you don't need to be a programmer. You don't need to understand complicated software, and you definitely don't need to know everything before you begin. You can learn as you go. And myth number 3, it's too late to start after 40. This one might be the biggest myth of all. You are not too old. In fact, the experience you've gained over the years can actually be an advantage because you understand problems, you understand people, and you probably know a lot more about certain subjects than you realize. So imagine you've figured out how to save money on something, or you've found a tool that makes your life easier, or you've learned how to solve a problem that used to frustrate you. You can create helpful content around that problem. Then, if there's a relevant product or service that genuinely helps solve it, you can recommend it. And if someone decides to buy through your link, you can earn a commission. You're not trying to convince everyone to buy something. You're helping the right person find the right solution. And that, to me, is what makes affiliate marketing so beginner-friendly. You're not starting with a blank sheet of paper and thinking, what product am I going to invent? You're starting with a problem. Then you find a solution, and you help people discover it. Now, one important thing, passive income does not mean you do absolutely nothing and money magically appears in your bank account. There is work involved. You have to learn, you have to create, you have to build trust, and you have to put the systems in place. But the goal is to build something that can continue working for you instead of simply trading every hour for every dollar. So let's quickly recap. Number 5 was print on demand. Number 4 was digital products. Number 3 was content monetization. Number 2 was memberships and communities. And number 1 was affiliate marketing. And if you're over 40, I want you to remember this. You don't need to build a complicated business just because you're starting later in life. Start simple, learn one skill, solve one problem, help one person, then build from there. And if you want the simple step-by-step process I recommend for getting started, download my free 0 to 10,000 Simple Success Roadmap. The link is below this video.